hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Ball.
All right.
Basketball gym, very cool on the northern side of Houston today. We made it through the rain because to come to this. I like it. And this is the face next to Grant. This is
Just talk right next to her. You good? And man, so listen, I come here on Sundays and see what you have going on here Sundays, man.
It's an opportunity to be seen.
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of times, like right after high school, the kids don't really have no outlet. Always have dreams of being able to play against pros. You don't have to have any type of experience or anything.
DJs in here on Sundays, I mean, jamming out.
Right. That's the whole field that we want to go with, is just to
So tell me a little bit. You played basketball first for a while, and then, you stopped.
throughout my career.
Sure, like everybody does.
Right. And so, I was overseas. My mother passed away, and my father passed away, and I had a tragedy accident, but I started pursuing that.
We just had something like that. Rocky Juarez, who, boxer here in Houston, real famous boxer. We had him on the show on Lights Out, and he was saying the same thing.
And obviously, it's been a huge success here with your gym. How many years has it been now? You said 2011 was when.
I always wanted to build my own gym, and when the whole pandemic hit, I know a lot of people got discouraged, but that's when I closed. So I was doing mobile training. I was going house to house, getting up at 6 a.m., training kids.
Reach out to you.
Well, I used to work. I could just stay in my own lane and do my own thing, and I've just been rolling with it ever since.
Atmosphere you've created here, man, and thank you for giving back to the community and teaching kids, about basketball, man. The game has changed so many.
Have you noticed a difference from when you played overseas to now?
To now, the game has changed.
We talked to, he brought up Rocky. Those kids with that work mindset, that are willing to put in the effort and the time. And
a lot of stuff is handed to these kids,
right,
and they really don't want to put in the time and,
right,
get up.
You talk about that, and the first thing that I think of, and obviously he's a little bit later on in the show, but just reminded me of that, you got to put in the work if you want to see the results.
Yeah.
I mean, Steph Curry probably shoots until his arm's tired. That's what I see from the outside, that, that's how they separate themselves.
And our 2 days out the week is not enough. So, you have to get up on your own, set up cones in your.
Absolutely.
All right, man. We're over here at KDC International, 20625 Louetta Glen over here with Kendrick Cornelius. Man, thanks for joining us. I know you got to get over there and get them kids.
From 7 to 8 with the younger kids, and then from 8 to 9 with the older kids, and then open gym from 9 to 11.
Damn, you're up here a lot.
Back into school, so.
Good deal, man. Good deal. I appreciate it.
We'll be here. All right, man. Well, again, we're over here at KDC Basketball Gym, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I was way too close to Lauren.
Lauren, what
see?
You're messing up my Astros thing.
I can't. This thing is faced the wrong way.
I brought the broom. I liked y'all, and I talked about this, and we were mentioning it while the game was going on. Do
it without.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Are we good?
Just keep going.
Okay.
Jeez.
And you're far away from me, Grant, as you wanted. So
yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I did want that.
Yes, like everyone's been saying on Facebook. Sorry, the feed's
helping us.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh,
it's not helping anybody.
Man, in Houston today, everything's flooded. Wi-Fi's are going in and out. So, but show must Max MAXX Sports.tv.
Just two.
Okay.
Totally good.
Well, they did sweep the Rangers. The Astros did sweep the Rangers, and they're about to be playing each other again at Globe Life. And
today's scoreboard brought to you by Smarter Mortgage. Call David Carrier over there at 281-650-0. Get to some MLB scores right now. Later on today, Tigers, Marlins, Rockies, Padres, which, man, up on the Rangers 1-0. Cubs up on the Nationals 4-3. What? Yankees, Rangers? Okay, yeah, Rangers are losing. Cool. White Sox.
This is fun,
dude. We have to get it. We're gonna have to get it together.
Oh, I got you. Do you want to switch it around there a little bit?
Mets and Braves are 0-0. Giants 5, Reds 0. Astros do have the day off, and we'll get to the Astros here in a little bit, and that's why I'm wearing the shirt. Have the Astros out here and the broom out because. Well, again, we'll talk about it throughout the show.
No, let's talk about it.
Good. Thanks so much for fixing my mic, Grant. We'll see if this helps. And Kevin Anthony, once again, you remember the 100th episode coming up on Thursday's show. So excited.
Oh, yeah.
So excited. Can't wait for that. Let's get into what's hot.
Whoa,
shall we?
What's hot?
Yeah, I'm down.
Brought to you by Joe Applewhite Realty, 270. Everything he touches turns to sold. That is right. Joe Applewhite Realty. He will help you out. Give him a call. So, our first up, what's hot? Of course, what happened over the weekend is the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. The enshrinement weekend was incredible. I want to ask you your favorite parts of it, guys, this weekend. I heard him he literally thanked every single person in his line of work. Did y'all watch his speech?
I have not.
Yeah, no,
It's incredible.
100% respect to Rudy T and what they did.
So it's really cool because
2 championships. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I heard this story.
I hate the Jordan debate.
Oh, I do too. But no, I heard this story a couple of years ago. Preschool or like 11, like really young. He carved into his headboard, "I love basketball," and he said he touched it like every night, saying like, "I want to be in the NBA. Like I want to play or I want to be associated and affiliated." And he's made it all the way that far, and he got like choked up whenever he said it. So once again, I just think that's really cool. Vanessa Bryant's speech on Kobe, of course, being inducted. And once I was going to ask you your special moments, but nobody else watched it.
No, I mean, look, so I've read a lot on it. And what the craziest thing about the Basketball Hall of Fame was the person that stole the whole weekend wasn't even a basketball player.
Right.
Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that was weird to see that dude there.
So yeah, Johnson, Michael Jordan, like all these just legends. Wilt Chamberlain. The kids want to go see Mike Tyson.
I know.
Like they just wanted to go meet Mike Tyson at the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is, I mean, look, man, it's something I was trying to like. What is it? What's the word to use with him?
I think it just proves to you in this day and age the value of social media and of promotion, because got all these boxing videos that are coming out.
I mean, a couple years too ago, whenever like the Hangover movies came out.
Yes,
he was in all of those.
So he's got great promotion.
Everybody talks about the Hangover movie. The one, yeah, they did.
I saw that.
They go bask in it. You know, I heard that it was Mattress Mac's wife that did it.
What?
I don't blame.
She helped find the tiger, and the wife of the guy that's committed murder or something like that.
Yeah.
This is the wildest.
It is, dude. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. 2017. I was like, what? Like, it's
so
the weirdest thing ever.
It's something that you think would come out of Florida.
Correct. Yeah, it's just something.
Boom.
It's just something weird.
You know?
Right on it.
You know?
Even though my parents live there.
Yeah. Inducted in there. I got to bring it up because it's Duncanville High School, Dallas-Fort Worth. Tamika Catchings up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Huge women's basketball player. I mean, dudes knew about Tamika. She could really play.
Yep.
Went on to play with a daughter. I have 2 daughters. It says, "Basketball chose me," she said. "An awkward, lanky, introverted tomboy born with a hearing disability, a speech impediment, and will to overcome obstacles, dream big, and to change the world." And that's awesome. I love to see stuff.
It's just a great game. I mean, I played it for years and years and years. It's an incredible game. Like Grant, you walked in and you were like, "Where's the ball?"
Yeah,
Like,
when you get into a basketball, what's up? She hits 2 in a row.
I know. Like,
I airballed my first one, and Lauren's like, "Let me try," and then she hits 2 in a row.
Like, check me in. Let me do this. Yep. One after the other.
The shooting stance was a little weird, but it went in, though. That's all that matters.
That's all after the quote-unquote positive drug test at the Pimlico Race Course in Baltimore this weekend. So Bay Colt Rombert won 100. He won the 146 Preakness Stakes. So it's the second one of the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
And you looked at me like you were about to.
No. I was just gonna say 11-1 odds. I wasn't a favorite, so.
Right. And Midnight Bourbon was in second, putting Medina in third. But he apparently the horse passed all the drug tests. Kentucky Derby, it comes around next year. I cannot talk today. Will Bob Baffert get another shot, or will he just be like, what's going to happen moving?
Guy like, okay, well, they told me that my horse tested positive. I'm out. Like, I see that dude like, okay, I don't think so. No, I think horse racing needs Bob Baffert. In horse racing, I know you don't like it too much. And for them, I don't think it would be beneficial for them to kick out like one of their draws in the sport. If you want to call it that. And
I wish he would have won, because it even applies to horses. Winning cures everything, right? So if he would have won and been cleared of this drug test, it looks like, and for me, like I said it last week, this is terrible for horse racing, because right now horse racing is only 3 races to begin with, and now you're going to ban like.
No, Grant says he's going to come back. Winning cures all once again, like a Bill Belichick.
Well, and plus, I mean, it's Kentucky Derby. Like, it's going to be a while.
Next one, and the NHL. We have any hockey fans here? Any hockey fans?
Well, I'm Dallas.
Well, it kind of, works as any other playoff schedule works. There's 4 different: the Islanders, Capitals, and Bruins, the Discover Central Division, Honda West, and then Scotia North Division. Where do they get these names?
Canadians.
They're Canadian.
When it gets down to, and I believe Vegas will probably win this year, but when it gets down to the finals,
The Golden Knights.
The Stanley Cup Finals is interesting. There's these games.
But I will say this:
like the first round of the NBA playoffs. I'm not watching.
I will say this: the team, they are really fun to watch, really exciting. Hockey's awesome to watch live in person.
Yes, that's
so yes, that you deal with any other sports stars. You know, like those dudes want to play hockey. That's all they care about.
Right.
You know, and so, but yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be watching very much.
See, I've never been to a hockey game, so.
See, the fighting is not as much as they advertise it.
Well, they had.
Or has that changed over the years?
Yeah, it's changed. Yeah.
They had 7 or 8 fights in the first 2 minutes of the game the other night, and like half of both the teams was a penalty box.
Yeah.
That was really bad look for hockey. It's almost like the horse thing. Like, what are y'all doing?
You're right. That's it. That's the last of that conversation.
Hey, and you know, real quick, Grant, this is a dead period for the NFL.
Chill.
So if there's not any NFL news, and like your mainstream, that'll be they'll break it on purpose, and the next thing you know, it'll be OTAs and all kinds of crap. Like,
And you know, that's totally fine because we love football. We love the NFL.
Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah, we all hate
Kudos.
more work. I get it.
Speaking of work, the governor just took away the $300 unemployment a week.
I saw that. I saw that.
Right. No more COVID relief.
There's gonna be some pissed off people.
Governor Abbott released that today. So, well, like I said, we'll go to our last What's Hot, and this is some drama. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez, they mentioned their split was happening in mid-April. So what happened over the weekend? Well, J-Lo and ex-fiance Ben Affleck were spotted in Montana having a vacation together. And I know, at least, I don't know about you guys, but all of my friends were like, oh my gosh, yes, they're back together. Because, like,
Bennifer.
when I was growing up, exactly.
Right.
It was Bennifer. It was Bennifer.
I keep up with this shit.
You do? You know what?
That's
That does
100% not
surprise me.
shocking.
Exactly.
That's 100% not shocking.
Did you see Lauren's face? You should have seen her. She's like, you do? Like,
We're kindred
like,
spirits.
yes, I can be your gay. I can be your gay.
We're kindred spirits. Yay! That's exact. That does not shock me in the least.
It really doesn't. It really does. You're still gonna get that spray tan?
I
you're
got the
talking about?
TMZ app. I need to.
I'm just kidding.
It's raining here in Houston for the next week, so I'm going to be white.
Well,
Yeah.
I look outside right now and I see like the sun's kind of breaking through the clouds. It's that weird,
teasing
like
you.
pretty orange color.
Thank
So,
God.
anyways, yeah. So, what does that mean for A-Rod and J-Lo completely split? Well, you put this in the notes that A-Rod gets richer. Him and Mark Lore reach an agreement to buy the Timberwolves for $1.5 billion over the weekend, in addition to buying the WNBA's Minnesota Lynx.
And did you see what he did on Instagram? He posted a little video, and it's like him and the kid sitting down at a table, and then they made a plate for her, and he put the video in there. Like, her plate's there, glass of wine, everything, table set for her, everything. Like,
I did not see
food
that.
on the plate.
Wow.
A-Rod is like,
The
dude,
tabloids that I read,
Man.
it's weird to say that nowadays, like in this day and age, but what I read about this whole thing is that A-Rod asked in a couple interviews like what he thought whenever he saw that J-Lo was with Ben. He said that was really heartbreaking. They thought he thought.
you're like, what the fuck?
Jeff, what are you doing? This is
And then apparently someone from J-Lo's side said once a
Let's get to
cheater,
some-
always.
Let's
so.
get to some sports.
Nah, man, you brought it up. This is your idea, man. This was your idea.
Yeah, we're just enhancing it.
That was
Let's go.
Lauren was going through your lineup of what we're going to talk about today, and she circled that part.
Yes,
She's like,
like, this is
"Yes,
gonna be
let's do this."
All right.
I know, right?
Holy crap.
That's when you're balling
Like I
right
need
there.
to feel better myself. Let me
Yeah,
go get
you know
something.
what? Screw her. I'm gonna go
sports
buy a team.
This is like, I mean, good for him. Look, that's one way to get over a breakup, right? So did Timberwolves move.
See, that's a big discussion because it already has
Yeah.
been.
I mean,
What
they're-
city would it move to?
Man,
That's the question.
Vegas is hot right now.
Seattle.
Vegas,
Seattle.
when how hockey is not really watched.
I mean, in
In
Seattle,
Seattle,
though.
Seattle.
In
I'm
I'm
Seattle.
just kidding. Being in the north.
Yeah, and being in the
yeah.
northwest. Yeah, but yeah, Seattle, Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. Vegas needs an NBA team.
Definitely.
That's right. That's right.
Anything
All
in
right.
Vegas. We talked about it last week.
Yes.
Like going to those games.
Hot for those guys in the summer.
Yeah, but I mean, look, they have hockey there.
I mean, just like football.
Right.
Like,
right.
and their
right.
hockey team's amazing. Go figure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, their
True.
first year in existence, they went to the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's
I mean,
true.
but yes, I mean, if I wasn't somebody that had a really hardcore team,
A Raiders game in Las Vegas.
Get some of
That'd
your
be fun.
context, Lauren.
What's
All
that-
right,
what do you,
all right.
what would you do for fun in Las Vegas, Lauren?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. What would you do in Las Vegas?
What
for
do you
fun?
think I would
Go to
do?
a show.
Hang out-
Exactly.
Hang out by the
That's
pool.
like exactly.
Hang
I'm
on.
not going to
I've
a
been
show
to a
with you,
show.
Lauren. Like I'm not.
For a Raiders game. That would be a blast.
No, that would be fun.
That would-
I would be in the casino constantly. I would be drunk a lot, and I would be at the radio.
Bro.
You know that.
Yeah, bro.
None of the.
You're sure as hell not finding me at the Carrie Underwood concert, unless like
Luke Bryan.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going.
They just announced their tours. It's going to be happening. He's at the beginning of next year, and then Carrie Underwood's at the end of this year.
Yeah,
All right,
That's awesome.
let's go.
Breaking news.
Tomorrow, May 18th, and then it goes through Friday, and then the playoffs start on the 22nd. And we talked about this before. If we like it, we don't like it. To get in, the play-in tournament.
Because of what Steph Curry's been doing, and Los Angeles Lakers are on a 5-game winning streak, and LeBron got hurt the other night, re-aggravated his right ankle. But the NBA...
That's what the NBA wanted us to see. That's what they wanted to see. So
And somebody-
it just happened to work out.
Yeah, and somebody was listening to our show a couple of weeks ago because they're now Chris Paul seems to be the front runner for MVP.
Oh.
Yeah. Even though Steph Curry is putting – okay, listen to the NBA. When Steph Curry was not on the floor this year, they were the worst in the NBA over the last 5 years.
Wow.
Jeez.
5.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
And he's a spotty shooter at best.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins is incredible talent, but he one night he scores 8, the other night he scores 38.
See, I think the problem for Steph and I think his huge impact that he had to the Warriors kind of happened later on in the season.
This week, I think that's why Chris Paul's getting pushed up because of those stats.
Almost pretty much. They've been terrible.
They finished their season 17-55, I believe.
Hey,
Wow.
they get a good pick.
Whoever took the under on the wins this year for the Rockets in Vegas, they won.
The playoffs are starting. The 76ers are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Talk about it more on Thursday's show, but with the surprise team last year, no one really expected Miami to be in the finals.
New York Knicks.
The Knicks.
Dude.
They are on a high. Like I'm happy, and we talked about it before. I'm happy for New York, the city of New York. Like they've been 9-10 years now. They haven't been in the playoffs, and that was the mecca, right? Like that was the mecca of basketball in the 90s was Madison Square Garden. Even guys now.
Last year, it was just a bubble.
Yeah.
They actually get to be on their home turf playing.
They still have those damn systems, Onyx.
I know. I know what you're
Virtual
talking
reality?
Oculus. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
man.
The return policy sucks. It's like 15 days.
It was like, oh shit.
I love to see manager complaining,
Well,
Lauren.
look, I love electronics in general, and over this last year, having to shoot and deliver to you, but I'm like, no, I'm going to Best Buy. It's one of the only places that are open during the pandemic because it was like that, Walmart, Target, that was it.
Did you stand in line while only one person was allowed in at a time?
Else, what you found out last year from Miami, defense. And defense, I mean, it's a cliche, of course, but defense wins.
Think that they can win a series, maybe 2.
Absolutely.
And that would be great for them. Look, if they win 1 series this year in the playoffs, thought they were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So they win 1 round playoffs. Like you're gonna get draws from bigger players. Now you got all this money.
Shoot, I don't even want to
Oh my
hear that. No, we know why he's in LA because he wants to be this movie star.
Yeah, I know.
In that
The
case,
Warriors.
yes. In that case, yes. Before we move on to some baseball, the last thing we have in basketball is but he went just above Bradley Beal. So Bradley Beal averaged 31.3.
I think this is, even though he won championships, I think this might be one of his best seasons. Look, like I ran all the numbers on him yesterday and today, and he's playing incredible basketball at 33 years old.
This gym and started this gym. It's all about the reps.
We've talked about it in MVP. We've led the league in field goals, led the league in plus and minus, offensive, defensive plus and minus, really, really well this season. He's probably going to be your
record because
Denver's
sorry,
47 and 25.
No, go ahead.
47 and 25.
47 25.
Paul gets it.
I mean, I look, you and I are on the same page when it comes to Chris.
More deserving is Jokic and
Couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a couple years, but I still think even though he's in a row, like he still was playing at a very high level years after 2 years in a row, let's move on to somebody else. And that's why I think it gives somebody like Chris Paul or Jokic. And
talk about a quiet season, Giannis.
City, and he's going to bring other superstars with him to make it
11 rebounds.
And it's quiet.
And you don't hear a word about
Because I wanted to bring this up, this is not a surprise team.
Yep.
All right. I'm done.
Seeing all these kids play.
Marv Albert, man.
I saw that.
Retiring is amazing. And I think almost 2 years. Court cases and something.
Yeah.
But
Do you think that hair's real?
I can listen to him all day long. But so Marv Albert no longer in the game.
For sure.
And okay, you can speak. No, I was just going to say at home. And then also That is the truth. Okay, well, before we go any further, group, they will hook you up when it comes to Phone 201 Hybrid Technologies Group. Mention SWB, Sports with Balls, of course.
Luxury, retail, and medical facilities. We're
up here by Mark's house. He lives over here. Well, he lives in Tomball. We're up here at KDC International episode of Sports with Balls. Which, wow.
He's going to have one of those guns that shoots dollar bills in the air.
Yeah, I'll make it rain.
Yeah.
Gibbs.
TV? I would not.
Yeah. But it's good, though. I think I texted him one time. I was like, hey, what's up, Gibbs?
He told
about it. I can't wait for it. So we'll see you there
out
Thursday night for sure. But
come out
we'll
and see
have
us.
Man, this broom to Grant. The Astros swept the Rangers and the fourth.
Pray to God my teams don't win. The two of you.
No.
Astros are on a 6-game winning streak.
In a row. They're hurting a little bit. They were playing good, too. I mean, they were playing good for a little bit.
Out because of the storms that we're having and the rain, so we're working as best we can. But no matter, we'll catch up on the podcast.
No doubt.
That's right. I was just going to mention a couple things that Jose Altuve, he is back in the game at this homestand. He averaged up to a 303.
Did y'all by any chance listen to the video I sent you? The game's going on. They're just him and the play-by-play guy are talking.
Okay.
And he talked about one time he was watching an Astros game with his son, and they were talking about playing. Yes.
Altuve is a little guy.
Yes.
He is tiny. I mean, packs a lot of power.
He's fierce,
I was there with the home. I mean, one of those moments in sports. It was awesome.
It was.
The Astros right now are. I mean, they are playing really well. And look. Not only that are we playing very well, but we also are on Instagram.
The picture.
He's like, I'm ready. He's ready. Yes, yeah, he's ready.
Padres. So they're second, right behind the Athletics, who have won 24 RBI, and his batting average is 298. But if I remember correctly, Jeff, you said that he wasn't worth all the money a couple
in a row.
You think?
Yeah, this is what Aaron Judge does, and people are like, oh my God, he's amazing, 70-something feet. He's Mark McGwire. That's exactly who he is, except McGwire hit more.
Yeah, I mean, Judge. He's going to struggle, which he did beginning of the season. Be really hot. He's going to get hurt. He's going to have to come back. He's going to struggle as he comes back. If you're paying him $300 million like you do Fernando Tatis, no, he's not worth anything like that. But
they're second in the NL West, right? They're tied for the same amount of wins with the Giants. The Giants just have one less loss. So they have Eric Hosmer and Jurickson Profar.
Yeah.
They're all out due to COVID-19.
Used to be in the Rangers organization, so. Yeah, I mean, San Diego's good. We've talked about it before. It seems like there's a lot of mediocrity in baseball right now, and I'm not saying to point to right now and be like, man, they are head and shoulders above everybody in baseball.
I mean, we all thought, and I said from the very beginning, we all thought the Dodgers are probably the biggest disappointment of the season, and probably the biggest surprise of the season is Cincinnati. San Francisco is even really good this year.
San Francisco's top of the West,
the
24-16.
Yeah, exactly. They're the top. It's funny that you said injuries on the Dodgers, and Corey Seager, he's out with a fractured.
The only thing about the Dodgers, though, the Dodgers are really, really talented, and if they get everybody back and they get focused again, they can make a run. So I mean, I don't think
any more injuries and don't stay somewhat relevant, they might not make the wild card.
Think about how bad they've played in their 22-18. I mean. They're only 2 games back. I mean, they've played really bad, and
now we already have Ohtani, who could look like he could be the MVP of acronyms, and then just not being able to. It's just yes.
What do you do before you start? You blah 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 blah.
No, I normally lip sing.
I don't know what you're talking about, but sure, that sounds good.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck wood?
Made Park against the Astros.
I mean, he's not going to be great every game, but anybody that can pitch, bat, and play right field in the same game, hit a home run that was successful at doing that, and he is. Man, they posted a picture of him the other day. He's huge. He looks like Mark McGwire.
Yeah, he looks big.
Is huge.
It's hard to tell that on television.
And I'm thinking, I know, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, I wonder, do they test for all these things now like they did before?
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. Do they give the Asian players they're like, they wouldn't do that.
I don't know, but I think it's time to travel back in history.
Oh, we doing that now? But it is crazy though when you look at the baseball leaders and you look at where Ohtani is. He's tied for the most home runs. He's one of the.
It's not even close.
Right.
I know.
Right. Well, people were putting him in that category for sure.
I mean, he
And throw child support parties.
Yes, child support parties. Live production, setup, designing, installation, corporate events, concerts, and touring support. Come out online at txavpro.com.
Boom.
Surprise long.
It's not true.
Lower Nate's kids.
I love kids.
Yeah. My kid won't talk to you. Ow.
I'm going to go kids.
I always thought I'd be a
'Cause
cat
I like
lady
humans.
anyway.
Would you
Are you going to be a cat woman? Are you going to be
Yeah.
that woman that lives in this neighborhood
The
and
old
has
lady?
like 10 cats? Are you really?
get ready, Geebers, whatever.
I don't know how you don't get that yet. I don't know how you don't get
GBs.
that. Jeez.
Is it G?
Can I go now?
Go.
Yes, go
Oh,
with
okay.
toast.
We're going to go back in time.
Let's go.
Let's go back in time. May 17th. So today's May 17th. Halfway through May, which is fantastic. Getting close to
Crazy.
June. Yes, it is. 1915. Did you for Brooklyn in the longest relief job ever?
Oh.
So he comes in and pitches 18 innings to win the game.
Wow.
17. I guess 17 in
What
the
an
third.
arm.
17
What was
in
the
the third.
final?
4-3.
What did those guys do back then with no Tommy John?
Yeah. Yeah. May 17th, 1939. Did you know the first televised baseball game was broadcast on NBC with Princeton beating Columbia 2-1?
Nice. Little,
yeah.
like my grandmother had the big box one, the
Oh,
brown,
yeah,
the
yeah, with
huge
the
one.
little screen.
Click, 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 click. There was like 5 of those clicks, and oh man, dude, I mean,
What's a remote?
What's
why
a
didn't you
kid?
just use the remote?
No, it just took me back to like my grandparents' house. Like
Yeah.
they had this, like the size of our little monitor, like this.
Did y'all have a TV in the kitchen?
It was my grandparents' house.
Did they have a TV in the living room too?
Yeah.
Okay. Fives, Don Notterbart.
Oh, 45.
No hit Phillies 4-1. The first no hitter in franchise history. 1963, May 17th.
there you go.
63. That's the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. May 17th, 1979. The Phillies beat the Cubs 23-22. They had a combined 50. They were good games.
Yeah, you were at one. I didn't go to one.
Yeah, I went to one Sunday.
Oh, how was it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was good. We got that Lexus Lounge, that's in center field. Down front. That was fun. Yeah. It was
Those
a lot of
games are
fun.
good. They do-
Strikeouts in one inning.
Wild pitch.
4 strikeouts in one inning. I looked that up. Just 4 strikeouts in one inning in the
Yeah.
American League.
It's not like you can change that rule, but it's a weird one,
In the National League, 51.
Because normally you wouldn't think that somebody strikes out on a wild pitch because it's but yeah, you could get 5 strikeouts. Has there ever been a 5 strikeout?
I didn't see that. I didn't look that up.
That
to see
would
if
be-
there's a 5. That would be tossed a perfect game in a 4-0 win against the Minnesota Twins. Oh, David Wells. I remember watching that dude pitch, being like, "This dude don't look."
He wasn't the gym guy,
Yeah.
so like he just know how to throw a base. He just knew how to throw a baseball.
He had a white T-shirt under a
Yeah.
jersey that he had buttoned up halfway. He just looked rough
Yeah.
in the NFL. It's crazy those 3 teams were that way. Real quick, I want to go into this. 2018, Michigan State.
I was
What?
going to say, I want to know the reason.
Will pay $500 million in claims to 300 survivors of sexual abuse involving Larry
man.
Nasser.
Yep.
The largest.
Like I remember, and then you all of a sudden started hearing more and more and
Yep.
more and more about this stuff that was
Yep.
going on, and then
Come out. They think they might be the only
Yep.
one, and then they come out. And I will bring this up. One last thing about the a golf one, which you're playing 18 holes. He shot 122. That's 61. He shot 2 rounds in a row.
that credit score, 25 years of experience in any state. Johnny V will fix your credit, get you up to. Oh, I can't say what he gets you up to. That'd be.
That's awesome.
Johnny.
I was hoping
Johnny
that he was
back
going to
on.
show up for that. I mean, he was like a huge part.
Oh yeah, all the way to the top 2. 68 consecutive top 10 finishes by Byron Nelson.
Dallas
Hey,
native.
Danny from Arkansas. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, sorry. Listen, guys, sorry about the Facebook in and out. The weather's been terrible here in Houston, so internet connection. Want to thank him for having us over here, man. It's been cool. I love this gym too.
It's such a cool gym. I love.
First undrafted player in the Hall of Fame.
Ben Wallace, I just don't think it's as high an honor as it would be to be like if
His career stats. He had 5.7 points per game, 6.9 total
What?
rebounds.
Ever to make it to the Hall,
Yeah.
which would be an accomplishment. I don't know if
big
that-
deal,
I don't know if
big
that's
deal.
why they want to do that. But Shane Beeper had fanned at least 8 batters in 20 straight games until last night.
wow.
Wow.
Pitcher's been really good this year.
Albert Pujols to the Dodgers, dude.
Why not?
No, Albert Pujols is done.
Hopefully they suck too. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's right. Keep
we'll
that going.
see. This is really interesting. We'll end on this. There's a guy in. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, come on, Jeff. Where is it? No. Where is it?
okay.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. See what this guy has, or listen to what he has. In fact, one of Ruth items, like he's got Babe Ruth cards. Well, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, Honus Wagner, Ted was sold for $5 million, and this one is in mint condition, and they're saying this could go upwards of $10 million.
So what does this guy do?
He was a
What does
doctor.
this guy? He's a doctor.
Fetch over $1 million. I mean, like, this is what you dream of when you start collecting cards.
Do y'all? I was just gonna ask. Do you collect Cole?
I don't have mine anymore.
What happened?
My stepdad owned a comic and card shop, and we used to go in there and mess with them all the time. And then we just ended up, and you're like, holy crap, and going to school and being like, I got one. Collecting cards is incredible, man.
And just so you know, the card, he listens to the show, Stephen Matthews. He's really into it, man. He shows me all the time.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Good.
Quick question. Matt Nagy went 25. We'll do one NFL thing. We didn't do any NFL things with Justin Fields. 25-13 with Mitchell Trubisky, who I actually like Mitchell. Like I've told you that before. I mean, Matt Nagy. So Justin Fields comes in. What do the Bears get their first?
Have a good record with Justin Fields once he gets in there, works him how he wants to. They talked in the draft about Hadler and him and Matt Nagy.
Grant.
I think it really depends on what happens with Aaron Rodgers. If something happens and Aaron Rodgers is not on that team anymore, I think the Chicago Bears could probably have the best quarterback in that division with Justin Fields.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, is Green Bay, man?
I would say if he went, in my opinion, if he went 20-10 with him, I think you'd be cool with that.
What he does for quarterbacks. But hey, guys, listen, we're up against it. Want to say thank you to you guys for sticking in there with the Facebook feed. We know that. But listen, catch us on our podcast at any one of the wherever you get your podcast. Go to iTunes, Pandora, Spotty today. Weather's been terrible.
Weather's been terrible. We've been at a really cool location, though, KDC International. Thank you so much for hosting us tonight.
Yeah.
Love seeing the
Got to
kids
get in
behind
some
us.
shots.
We'll shoot.
Yeah, I got.
basketball.
You want to play horse? You want to play horse?
Get a Hyper Technologies group, Roy Stanton. Thanks for
man.
hooking it up with all the cloud services and everything like that. Give them a call if you ever need any help with, like I said, cloud services, phone services, anything like this.
Roy's the man.
Roy 3-589-2682. Check them out. BuildItHouston.com. Also want to thank Tosin and Texas AV Productions. They are your event partner for all things child care. Child
care? Tosin is
Also probably does marriages and everything like this too.
Yeah.
Well, of course he throws all the parties. He's like he said, Grant
Proposals.
said he's doing
Yeah.
parties over
Not
Steve's.
just
Yeah, he's like
breakups.
over there. Yeah.
He's getting the
Just-
Royals parties going.
Just do.
Leo, we're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We'll be your grandchildren. Me and Grant, we're good.
Yeah, you can take care of us.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
guys,
Boy.
Thursday is huge.
Yes.
We'll see you at
Come
Christian
out.
Tailgate in Midtown.
This
it's
was
gonna be a party.
99. I can't believe it. We're
99.
done. Like we have one. Like the next.
When-
What time? What
Insane.
time?
I think we're gonna be there probably 5:36ish. We go live at 7, so it'll probably be an hour and a half show. We've got some special guests coming. It's gonna be a fun show. We've got gift bags.
Great food.
Who knows, man? If you make some sense, maybe we'll put you on.
Yeah. Come answer some sports questions for us, like trivia, maybe like super.
Cornelius for Jeff, Michael, Lauren, Lil, Grant, Miles. It's Sports with Balls, y'all. We out.
Towards the balls,
Swing through H-time, cup full outside ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with